I'm searching the web for the latest gaming news. Searching GameZillaMedia.com. Downloading headline.
Alexander, what about this monster story of yours?
Download complete.
We got breaking news. Breaking news. You
bum,
all voted, and we listened. You voted.
Can you play the judge music?
Because you were an influencer at patreon.com/GameZillaMedia.
Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
You're warming up. Warming
All
up.
right.
Yeah. Save it for the rest. Save the rest for the end. Okay, so you all voted. It was a landslide to talk about the messaging hack that is causing PS4s to brick. The good news is we have an update. It's been fixed.
We fixed it.
We did. We hacked the PS4, changed everything to eggplant emojis, and we're good.
I called Mr. Sony directly.
Mr. Sony. That's his technical name.
Sony-san.
Yeah, Sony-san.
Yes.
But anyways, PlayStation UK was the first to report it, but the patch has been sent out. You should not have the fear of receiving a weird message going into your messages on your PlayStation and having issues caused because of it. I will say, take caution. If a message pops up that you don't know who they are,
Don't open it.
or if it's from somebody on the other team, check it with the phone app first. Because if you open it on your PlayStation and for some reason you haven't patched your PlayStation yet, which I don't know how you'd be able to play online if that's the case, but if it is, it could still cause a problem and you could still be going through a database rebuild
And
or a
that's-
reformat of your PlayStation, and we don't want to do
That's
that.
scary.
Yeah.
That is honestly, when they said that the only thing you can do is either brick it or have to do a database recovery, that sounds frightening.
Yeah. And so keep that in mind. You can use the PlayStation app on your phone. You can view your message. You can delete it right there. And then that way when you go back into your PlayStation, you shouldn't have a problem. If you've already been a victim of this, then you can still try to remove that message using the app and then supposedly boot your PS4 into safe mode and rebuild the database that way, and hopefully it works. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck reformatting the entire PS4.
Ultimately, their biggest advice was, while this patch is going out, if you have not received the patch yet, switch your messages over to private so that only your friends can send you messages.
Yeah, exactly.
And that'll prevent you from receiving it until the official patch you have downloaded.
Yeah, and I believe the words too were if you have trolls as a friend, like we have Test,
Just remove
maybe
them.
just turn off all messaging.
Yeah.
Now. But that was a real short story, so
Yeah.
we're gonna pick the loser.
The only safe way to message for PlayStation is in the GameZilla Media Discord,
That's
right?
it, yeah.
That's
use
right.
the
You go
Discord.
to the PlayStation channel, you hit us up in there, and then guess what? We talk to you.
Only
That's right.
Only safe way.
But since that was so short, we're going to give you the loser of the vote this week as well.
Bonus.
We are going to get into Destiny 2's announcement. Bungie announced.
Wait, I didn't agree to this Destiny talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
We didn't tell you about it. Destiny 2 has come out and announced that, or I should say Bungie has come out and announced that the DLC that was required to own in order to play Forsaken, the new DLC that's come out, it will be included with Forsaken moving forward, starting tomorrow, the 16th. So if you're, whatever day you're listening to this,
You have
October
to-
16th.
Yeah. It is the Osiris and Warmind DLC.
Yeah, Curse of Osiris, Warmind DLC. Those were the two you needed in order to buy Forsaken and play it. Those were about $20 each.
Yep. So you're talking
And,
about a $40
yeah,
$40 there.
$40 into your Forsaken, which now you buy for $40. It is an interesting move. Their quote on it is, "We want to do this so that more people will try Forsaken."
I'm a bit salty about this.
We want to do this so that more people will try Forsaken, because, and so what that tells me is that they did not get the buy-in that they thought they were going to get with this
That's fair.
revamp of the game. And I was worried about the buy-in to this, because I know people like Deadite over there who said, "I'm not buying any of the DLC because the vanilla game disappointed me." And correct me if I'm wrong, you did not buy Curse of Osiris or Warmind.
No, when the meal's not good, I ain't buying dessert.
There you go.
Going to another place for dessert.
Even if they have like Long Johns with maple bacon on top of it.
I'll go somewhere that has them better.
That's right.
Oh.
But so, okay, Chops, you say you have problems with this. there's a value here for people that haven't jumped in yet.
Is there?
But is it too little, too late? And for the people that did buy in, for the people that did pay all this money, what is Bungie doing for us? And I'm saying us because I did buy in.
A whole lot of crap is what they're doing for us. Because here's the deal. You can give me all the free old DLC you want, but you have to sell me on the Forsaken. That's what you have to sell me on. So just because I already bought something and then you're including it in to get new fans in, it's not the old DLC that they're going to be playing. It's the new content that they're going to be playing. And as someone who has paid for these things, the only thing I'm getting is emotes, shader, and consumable items. And the emotes are going to become available to everybody at some point. So what's the point? I'm going to get a shader, then I'm probably going to get a better one if I beat the raid flawless or whatever it is called, and I'm not going to use that shader ever again. And these consumables, they're consumables. They're gone after I use them. So what's the benefit there? They hinted on some maybe exotic items in the article, but I highly doubt that you're going to get an exotic item because you bought DLC previously, or the fact that these exotic items are probably just going to get released later in a quest line that everybody's going to get.
So it's called Veterans of the Hunt is what they're calling the bundle, and it's for anyone who played Forsaken before October 16th. You will get a unique emblem, a gear shader, a bundle of consumables, and exotic emotes that won't widely be available until sometime later is literally how it's written.
So Christmas time.
It's not a refund or an exotic weapon. So they're not giving you an exotic weapon.
I read that wrong.
But you will get something if you bought everything as soon as it was available. So Deadeye here gets to save $40, and I get a couple emotes, a shader, and an emblem. Now, mind you, and some consumables, which the shader, as far as I'm concerned, that is a consumable. You only get so many before they run out, and they're saying that this shader will be unique to this bundle.
It's going to look like crap.
Unique to this bundle, which means you can't get any more once it's gone, I would assume.
Right.
So unless they're locking it, making it like an infinity type shader, which I've never seen before.
I have not seen that either.
But, I don't know. So again, you save $40, I get 2 dances, a color change, and an emblem. And maybe some dust.
That $40 would have been better spent buying their in-game credit and spending it towards things like weapon skins and things like that.
Yeah, you want to know what you probably should do for people that bought into this is that you should look at either give them a credit or you should look into their database and this is honestly in my mind this is a smart move as far as keeping your player base. Look into your database and go, okay, anybody that bought the DLC beforehand and then Forsaken and didn't buy the annual pass, it's yours. Because you save $40. I get $35. I save $35 by getting a free annual pass. What do you do for the people that bought the annual pass? I have no idea at that point. But
you
for
give them these
that,
things.
Yeah, I guess you give them these things.
That's it, since you've already made them.
And you can't give them the next annual pass.
Nope.
I mean, you
give them credit. You give them Eververse coins.
You give them a $35 credit equal to what the annual pass would cost, I guess. And then when the next annual pass comes out, you can let people spend the Eververse credit to purchase it, just like a battle pass or something like that in Rocket League or Fortnite.
Because it's about retention. It's about holding your players and keeping them engaged in your game.
Yeah.
So don't roll this stuff in. This should have already been free when Forsaken launched.
True. I agree. I 100%
because
agree.
your focus is, again, Forsaken. What is it doing for me? Why do I want to play it? So make it so that Forsaken is enhanced, not these other things, not poop emojis that are going to sit in my vault until I have to delete them because the new DLC is coming out.
Well, 2 things here. Taken King was a big moment for Destiny. It changed Destiny, and it did not require the previous DLC.
No, it didn't.
Because I didn't own the previous DLC.
Because that DLC didn't matter.
It didn't matter. So here we are again, going through this same cycle again, and now all of a sudden it was required. But my bottom line is retention is key. If your change right now is we're going to give you past DLC so that you'll try Forsaken. You're still going to pay us $40.
I was going to say there's no guarantee that they're going to try it because you're not giving them anything for Forsaken.
Right, but the reason you just said.
Yeah.
The reason you just said is because we want people to try Forsaken. Okay? We want people to come play our game. why would the other side of it not be give the annual pass? Because let's be honest, even right now I'm burnt out of Forsaken already. I was happy with it. I thought it was a good move. Like, they fixed things. I didn't like the paywall, which they're fixing. They're taking that away somewhat. I didn't like the buy-in to even try it. But my whole thing is the fact that I have the annual pass. I probably will revisit it at least 2 more times to see what that is all about. And so if you gifted that to all these people that bought in, the chances of those people hanging around and trying out the new things as they hit are higher than say, oh, well, here's a couple emotes and a shader.
What's going to make someone who didn't buy the old DLCs come play the game if you just give them, if there's already new content out past that?
Right.
I'm not going to feel engaged. If League of Legends said, hey, we're going to give you, I don't know, access to some special runes or special skins that are from... okay, no, this is a terrible analogy. Never mind.
Yeah, good.
But no, but honestly...
it's a bad move by Bungie.
A bad move for this is that we're midway in October, okay? The next DLC that is part of the annual pass is December.
Yeah.
It's not that far away. If you could even include somehow, and I'm sure you could do it because you're Bungie, you could make a special bundle and say
DLC.
Everybody gets this next DLC for free. Everyone. We effed up. People now won't have to pay for this, and everyone that bought Forsaken gets the first DLC for free. And again, for the people that bought the annual pass, I don't know what the fix is. Give them credit, I guess. But like, why?
But those aren't the people you're worried about.
Why wouldn't you do that? I don't get it. If you're trying to make this move to increase your player base, why not give a little bit of the future? Give a little bit hope. Not, hey, here, have this garbage that no one likes, so that you can give me $40 to try something still. Because
Bungie has always been reactionary. They've never been pro.
No, you're right.
They've never been thinking ahead of things.
But the part that bothers me about Bungie. And we're a broken record here, and we'll end it on this unless someone else has something to say.
Oh, I do.
Okay, good.
Ooh, okay.
Good.
Me too.
The thing I have about this is, you're right. They've been reactionary their entire career post Microsoft. Okay, I won't even bring in the Halo era. Just the Destiny era.
Yes.
That's been years and years of just reactionary issues, and they're repeating their mistakes. Everything that we complain about is not original. It's not new. It's not a new problem. It goes, you did it again. Like, we told you not to stick the fork in the socket, and you did it again. Like, why do you keep insisting on shooting yourself in the foot and not realizing that you have to go to the hospital after that? And that it hurts.
I can ask you the same question. Why do you keep giving this company money? You can't be mad about Destiny making decisions that feels like they cheat you out of money if you don't give Bungie money in the first place.
Am I mad about giving them money, or am I mad the fact that Bungie's literally, they're not going to exist if they keep making these mistakes? I never said that necessarily I'm mad about my personal money. Mm-hmm. I gave them $80 this time around. I bought everything I could buy with Forsaken. Even the ornament that came for the bulb, I bought it. Extra $5. Well, I'm already spending $75. Here's the $80, man. Right? Like,
that's
okay,
terrible.
The money thing to me doesn't bother me, but what bothers me is that you are a company that is capable of building something super special, and we've all experienced it. And with that, we've all experienced a good part of Destiny. There was a moment where we all sat here, even Test sat here and played Destiny at some points. Not saying he loved it, but everybody else in this room loved Destiny at some point.
I played Destiny single-player mode for like 6 minutes, and I said, this is not great.
That's 6 minutes that you gave him, and you bought a cheap copy of it. So
it was like $7.
You own it.
So, but here's the thing. Destiny, it's still too little too late. When did Forsaken come out? September? It was around
yes.
So
right before
August, somewhere around there.
September 6th or something like that.
If they would have made this move then, I probably would have bought in. But one thing that was holding me up is I'm like, well, I'm going to have to spend between $60 and $80, depending if I can catch these DLCs on sale, just to keep playing this game. Now, if it was a straight $40, we'll just catch you up. We just want you to play the game. They might have got me. But now we're also at that point where I'm like, why? I
far behind.
I see these trends. I'm not interested in waiting till they do this again 3 months down the road, where for some reason they're making other stupid decisions with the way their DLC works. Or they should have made it not required like Taken King. Again, I probably would have bought in if that was the case. So
Yeah.
I know. It's making me more glad that I didn't ever go down the road of investing more money in this
The
game.
strange thing is I've played a lot of Forsaken, and I don't understand why the DLC was required. I actually don't understand why it was
I don't know
required.
why either, because
You
this
did it-
references D1 stuff or Taken King stuff.
Yeah, like the missions, the gear, all that stuff is all Forsaken based. Like to me, it's like, what? Other than the fact that you just wanted me to buy it, why did I need that?
I think this is just coming down to a perception thing. You said Bungie is capable of doing these things. I don't know if they are anymore. They got rid of. They dumped all the a lot of the original people.
I mean, Bungie is definitely not who they were. You're right.
So-
and you can't sit here and look at Halo Bungie.
You can't.
and think that it's the same Bungie
Or
that we're
even
looking at.
D1 Bungie.
Or even D1 Bungie. But I mean, it's a disappointment because this is too little, too late. I agree with that. It is still a paywall of $40 to get into it, even with this gift, if you want to call it that, of DLC that you're not going to play because it's not good.
Right.
And we're gonna move forward in 45 days and have more DLC that they're going to expect you to buy.
Right.
But by that point, there's going to be many more better games to play.
Agreed.
And Destiny 2, which was never BOTG, is just not going to be, long term for anybody. So they're just doing what they can to get their players now before something better comes out.
Yeah, I think this is really scary for Destiny in the sense of we saw how low that the player count got before the Forsaken. When things like Fallout 76, Division 2, Anthem right around, like, we're talking, 3-4 month window, the competition for this style of game is going to get incredibly more difficult to hold on to player base. I think you're going to see Activision, you're going to see Bungie here in trouble. Mm-hmm. And this move here is not enough. This move is not going to save them.
We'll see what happens.
Short term for sure.
And then coming March of 2019, Destiny 2 for the Nintendo Switch.